Hey guys, ankhgaming back with you again, and when we left off, we were working on our campaign, and since then, though, I have gone ahead and played a couple games just to unlock a couple more cards. Is this the best way to see what I unlocked? No. Alright, so we'll show you what we've unlocked. When we last left off, we'd unlocked this erratic portal. So you can pay 1, tap it, return a creature to its owner's hand, less that controller pays 1. And in a lot of ways, it's like a better version of Primodox. Primodox is a 4/4, which is great, but you have to do it. There's no choice, and if you play him up by himself, you're going to have to keep bouncing him. The other one gives me the opportunity to bounce my opponent's creatures, and it just gives me more options. But since then, we've unlocked Natural Order. As an additional cost to cast it, you sacrifice a creature, then you search your library for a green creature and put it onto the battlefield. Since we've added that and unlocked it, we went ahead and added the Terastodon. Terastodon is in 9/9 for 8 mana. Main thing is our goal is to sacrifice and just put it directly into play for basically 4 mana. And when he enters the battlefield, I can destroy up to 3 non-creature permanents. For each one of those put in the graveyard, the permanent's controller puts a 3/3 green elephant into play. So, for example, what you can do with it is you can, when he comes into play, destroy your own lands, 3 lands, and you get 19 or 18 power worth of creatures for a pretty good bargain. Also, we've unlocked another acidic slime. So pretty simple, we have 3 of those now. They combo very well with our Primodoxes. Or what are they called? Wrong card. Primodox, right? Yeah. So to cut, I think we've also unlocked Monumental Fall, but I did not add it to the deck. It's a pretty good card. For 4 mana, it's an instant. You can sacrifice a creature, you draw cards equal to its power, and life equal to its toughness. In a lot of ways, though, this deck doesn't need this effect, because it has a lot of ways to gain incremental card advantage without sacrificing its creatures, but it's a fine card. But what have we cut? Well, we've cut another one of these, the Yevas Force Mages. They're not very good. We've cut a Primodox, and what else? I think, did we cut one of these? I think I may have cut one of these. Just because we need to lower our curve a little bit. It's a pretty expensive curve. This is a good card, but it's not ideal to be bouncing it, because the best part of the card is the 3/3, not the comes into play ability, so. Now let's get back to our campaign, the Revenge campaign. There we go. You can only play 1 land per turn. Derp, burp, derp. So we're up to Liliana, and we'll start the duel. Now the reason I played a couple games before recording this is I did want to get a little deeper into the deck. You know, I want to get a little more customization. I want to hopefully get to show off Natural Order. So this hand has not a lot of action. It has Primodox and Slime. That's a good combo. Liliana's deck's mana intensive. It's not very aggressive, but she does have creature kill. Giant Growth is kind of like a mulligan against her, so we're going to go ahead and take a new hand. Giant Growth just doesn't do anything. So this hand is similar. Double Ring is not good, but we'll keep it. This hand is not great. Okay, we could use some land, but if we draw land, we have stuff to do. And this deck shouldn't have problems with that. There we go. We'll go ahead and play out the 1/1. Why not? Right? And we'll be just ringing him up and getting him big quickly. One of the games I was playing when I was unlocking cards in this deck was a Plane Chase Duel, and I think I was dueling Liliana. But either way, the first plane was the one where on Chaos you put 2 red 1/1 goblins into play under your control. And the Chaos, or that's the Chaos, and the regular ability of the plane is whenever you play a black, red, or green creature, they have Devour 5. So I rolled for my turn 1. I played my land, I rolled, I hit Chaos, got 2 red 1/1 goblins, then I played this guy, sacked them both, and he was 11/12 on turn 1. A little, slightly maybe, not broken, but tough to beat. And then I had the ring to follow up, so on turn 3 I just ringed him up. Okay, we have to discard. I think this is fairly easy. 2 rings is just, I mean, they're good, but we don't need 2 rings. I could have discarded the land, hoping to draw a land, but that's way too greedy. And we're going to offer the trade of our 1-2 here. I'm not even going to bother to equip him. I'm going to attack, he won't trade, and then I will equip probably the 1-2. If he trades, I'm okay with that too. His creature flies, mine doesn't. So no trade. So we'll go ahead and activate the ability, and we'll equip it on him. The reason we're equipping him is next turn, he can attack through a 2-power creature, versus this guy could not. Also, next turn we have the option of playing Primadox or playing another Wood Elf. I guess if we draw a land, we could play Slime, and that would probably be my play. We'll see. Nope, it's a Giant Growth. So let's start out with some attacks. Now I think I play Primadox here. I'll give him the option to murder it and kill it, but that's okay. I'm okay with him murdering my Primadox. Primadox will be able to bounce our Wood Elves to allow us basically next turn cast double Wood Elf, even if we don't draw a land. Right? No, we'd need to draw a land to double Wood Elf. But he needs to kill the 4/4. Also, this guy getting up to 3 toughness helps out because then he also survives Infest. Alright. To be expected that he has a way to kill this. Alright, land. Land is fair because we will go ahead and Acidic Slime. Acidic Slime is very powerful against this black deck because black decks, mono black, tend to rely on having a lot of swamps in play. And if we can limit the number of swamps she has, then her spells that rely on swamps like Corrupt, Nightmare, things like that won't be as powerful as they would otherwise be. Acidic Slime also trades with pretty much every creature, and with Trample, he's a potent threat. So we'll be moving that equipment probably next turn. Okay, that's not a scary card at all for me. Again, nuking a swamp helped out there. Now she gets the swamp back, but that's fine. Not an issue. Double Giant Growth. Phew. Alright, so let's start out with moving this to the slime. And we attack with everything. The reason we attack with everything is we will have a Wood Elves back to block if we need, and I will trade any of these guys off. Gladly. As expected, not blocked. We're going to play the Wood Elves. We're going to move the equipment over to a Wood Elf. But which one? I guess we'll move it here. There is a downside to moving it here. If he blows up my blocker, which he may do just to get in for damage, then I won't. That mana basically is wasted then, and I lose a 1/1 counter. But I think it's fine. Actually, in reality, it's bad because my plan is to block. Alright, so if he attacks the slime or with his shade, we'll go ahead and Giant Growth to kill it. That's fine. But he does not. Okay. So this guy grows a little bit. We're going to move this over to the slime. Again, it's because Death Touch plus Trample is very good. He can't just block with a 1 toughness guy and not take damage then. And we're actually going to ship the whole team here. There's no 1 mana black spell that I'm concerned about. And I have double Giant Growth in hand, so no block is unfavorable for me. So blocking with the 1/1, blocking with your 2 power guy. Do I just let these trades happen? Seems fine to me. Yeah, continue. Stop timer. He's pumping that one, so we'll Giant Growth in response. Otherwise, I'm fine with losing this guy. So he spent a mana to pump. I spent a spell to kill his. I'm still ahead in this exchange. And let's move this. We're going to go ahead and put it on the elf. Again, I want to grow the elf. I want to make him a more potent attacker. If he has a Mutilate or something here, then, you know, Good for him. That guy does nothing. So right now he's just dead, because he cannot block. And by he, I mean she. Liliana is a girl, I believe. And a losing one. She's got to have something better in those 4 cards than to have played a non-able to block creature. I don't think we unlocked anything good this time. What did we get? Yeah, Wild Pair is actually pretty good. I don't know if I really want 2 in the deck, though. I think they're better than the Taunting Elf, but Taunting Elf has won me a lot of games. Let's go to Deck Manager real quick. What could we cut for a Wild Pair? I just don't think Wild Pair does enough, honestly. It would have to be something expensive. I suppose we could cut a Slime. What's this guy's total power toughness? 7? Nothing Wild Pairs to you. Nothing Wild Pairs to this guy really either, except for Yeva. I could cut a 2/2. I could cut a Slime for it. That's kind of where I'm at, is do I cut a Slime for that thing? How many creatures do I have? I have a lot of creatures. Now if I cut a Slime, anytime I play 2 power, which I actually only have 1 of, right? Now that I'm looking at it, Wild Pair doesn't do as much in this deck as I would hope. Because slimes just beget slime, so I'm actually going to cut 1. I'm kind of tempted to cut 2 and just try out the like Force Mages do go get 4 power guys. That's good. So like a Force Mage, I play it pump itself. I could go get a Thragtusk. I don't know that Wild Pair's good in this deck. I don't think it is. I'm gonna cut Wild Pair. I'm gonna put in Monstrous Fall, just to try something a little different out. So we'll cut the Wild Pair. I mean, we are 71% creatures, so yeah. And we're unlocking Fauna Shaman next. Fauna Shaman would be another 2 power, total 4 power and toughness creature that would help us search up slimes. So as we unlock more cards, Wild Pair may get better again, but right now I don't think it's that good. And that's it for this episode, guys. Tune in next time as we continue on with the Revenge campaign, stepping ever closer to the challenges. Ankhgaming out.